Hi, welcome to Perfect Edition Comics. I'm your host Perfect, and today we're going to take a look at July new releases for all collected editions. Let's do this thing. So let's get started with Marvel. First up, we got the Immortal Hulk hardcover volume 2. Lots of you are reading this. This is the oversized hardcover, so it collects 11 to 20, so that's 9 issues. Oversized art, I think the first one is still really selling well. It's done amazingly. So this is coming out, should be around July 8th. And I should say that, all of these dates are subject to change currently with coronavirus and everything else going on. It's very uncertain when things will actually arrive in stores, whether it's Amazon, your local comic shop, or wherever. So, take the dates as kind of guidance for now, but at some time in July, this should be with you, and I say that's the same for all the books. Next, we got Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. This is a reprint. This collects a whole ton of stuff, mainly the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man run 1 to 28, puts in Spider-Man 1 to 5, Cataclysm, Ultimate Spider-Man 200, and then Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man 1 to 12, which is the follow-on series after that. Next, we got something which I'm really looking forward to. This is Star Wars Legacy. So this is originally from Dark Horse. It's now being reprinted by Marvel in these epic collections. And this is something I'm looking forward to because it's actually the last epic collection which rounds out this series, which means I probably started collecting an original Dark Horse format about, 10, 12 years ago. So now that it's all together is going to be awesome. And I can't wait for this because it really means I can just read from beginning to end through this entire run, because the other books were out of print and really hard to find. So very thankful that Marvel's actually reprinting this kind of alternate Star Wars stuff. But it's a long time after the original Star Wars trilogy, but it's pretty original. Great art by Jan DeSima, and a really good story by John Ostrander. So big recommendation for me. If you haven't read this, take a look. Next, we got Young Avengers Complete Collection. So this is Kieran Gillen, Jamie McKelvey on art, and this covers the entire run, which is about 15 issues. Also prints the Marvel Now Young Avengers story alongside that. Next, big one, Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 1. Again, this is a reprint, but something which many people want in their collections. Collects giant size X-Men 1, and then X-Men 94 to 131, and X-Men Annual 1970, which is the annual number 3 alongside that. Next, X-Force. So this is the current Hick X-Men verse, don't know what to call it, but this is the latest trade for X-Force. This collects 1 to 6 of the ongoing series that's happening right now. Alongside that, you have Excalibur, which is by Tini Howard and Marcus Toe. Again, this is the first trade for Excalibur. There's also, I forget what they're called, I'm going to get to it now, but there's the combined trade that Marvel puts together of kind of issue 1 of all of the new Hickverse X-Men, or you can collect it like this, which is in the traditional trade format of kind of the first 6 issues of each of these titles. We've got Marauders, which is, again, within the same universe. And this is collecting 1 to 6 as well. So this is the first trade. Jerry Duggan on writing, and the artists are Matteo Lolli, Michaela Bandini, and Lucas Wernick. Next, we have Dawn of X, which is what I was just talking about earlier. I've forgotten the name, but this is the combined trade, right? So this kind of takes, it's volume 6, so it takes issue 6 of all of the runs together in a trade. So you can collect these kind of trade 1 to 6 so far, and get all of the issues of all the different Hickman X-Men titles within this new universe that he's creating. So this is X-Men 6, X-Force 6, Marauders 6, Excalibur 6, Fallen Angels 6, and New Mutants 6, all in one trade. Cool, let's move on to DC, see what they got for us. So first of all, I added this in because I'm a big fan of poster books, and not many of you made me play with them or looked at them, but they're really good. So I've got I've forgotten what I got right now. But anyway, when it comes back to me, I'll remember it. Frank Cho, that's right. I got the Frank Cho poster book, which has lots of great Harley Quinn art, lots of sketches in it as well. So these are super oversized, great kind of tear-away pages that you can just frame super easily. And for the price, it's a steal. Lots of fans of Artgerm out there, Stanley Lau. His work just is kind of number one in covers right now, and this kind of covers a lot of his DC work on Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Supergirl. Yeah, check it out. Next, we got a oldie but a goodie, which is the original kind of Green Arrow Mike Grell Omnibus. So this is collecting Green Arrow Longbow Hunters 1 to 3, Green Arrow 1 to 50, and some stuff from Secret Origins 38. So this is really classic Mike Grell, Dan Jurgens, a whole bunch of classic Green Arrow. Next, Joker Killer Smile. This is the hardcover version. There was a softcover out before. This collects Killer Smile 1 to 3 and Batman the Smile Killer 1. So this will be kind of really good for your library if you're looking at getting a hardcover version of this. It's been nominated for Eisner's and is Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino, who did Green Arrow, Gideon Falls, and a couple of other things together. Let's take a look at what Image has got for us next. First off, this is the new Robert Kirkman. So Firepower, him and Chris Samney have just created this. This is the first trade. It's kind of a prelude trade, so I'm not actually sure what it contains, whether it contains 6 issues or just 1 or 2, not quite sure from the solicitation, but yeah, Robert Kirkman new series with kind of classic art by Chris Samney, so you really can't go wrong, and it's got a really low cover price, so you could probably take a gamble, and most of the time I guess you'd roll a winner on Robert Kirkman. Next, one of my kind of favorites that I'm reading right now is Isola. Amazing art by Brandon Fletcher. By Carl Kerschel, with writing by Brandon Fletcher. The art sells it. It's kind of looks a lot like animation cells with beautiful coloring as well, in a fantasy setting. So yeah, I've been waiting a long time. The release of these has been really, really slow, especially to build up enough issues to get to a trade. But this is definitely a recommendation from me. This is great so far. Next, Oblivion Song. This is the OHC. This collects the first year of comics, 1 to 12 for Oblivion Song. It's a classic Image oversized hardcover, so these are beautiful books. Again, Robert Kirkman, so really you're not going to go wrong with a lot of his stuff, so yeah. Next, 2 things that I love, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, and Westerns. So this is their attempt at putting that together. It's got colors done by Jacob Phillips, Sean Phillips' son. He worked on some of their recent criminal stuff. This is going to be another one that is kind of a must-have. This is the hardcover version that's coming out in July. Next, Undiscovered Country. So this is Scott Snyder, Charles Soule, and Kamikoli, Daniela Orlandini. This is Scott Snyder doing kind of a futuristic America where they've locked themselves away from the world, and there's a whole bunch of mysteries about what's going on there. This is the first trade, so it collects the first 6 issues of the run. Next, Dark Horse, let's see what they got. So first of all, I dropped this in just because Cyberpunk is such a big thing in kind of gaming comics culture right now. A lot of you also look at collecting art books, so this is coming out in July, kind of as a precursor to the game release, which I believe is being pushed back even later in the year, maybe September or later now. But this is going to have cover, slipcase, you get postcards included, fan posters, as well as a hardcover art book for the game. So for gaming fans and art book fans, this looks like a real winner in July. Next, Berserk. Lots of people collecting this. This is the Deluxe edition number 5. So this collects 13, 14, and 15 of the traditional Tankoban volumes. Alongside that, we have the first Deluxe edition of Hellsing. I think altogether there's only going to be 3 of these, because I think there were 12 or so original Tankoban in the run. But same kind of Deluxe hardcover treatment. that we just saw on Berserk, but now it's covering another kind of anime/manga classic in Hellsing. Next, this is the Perfect Edition Pick of the Month. This is Blacksad. If you haven't read Blacksad, I don't know where you've been, but now's your chance to get in there. This collects all 5 in one. So there's 5 stories originally released by Dark Horse in English, obviously released around the world in different languages. Blacksad is kind of a must go to because it has one of the most amazing artists who works on it, who worked on Disney before. And Juan Gonado, his art is mind-blowing, story is amazing as well, and this takes all 5 hardcovers, collects them in a trade paperback, all in one, so you can just read it from beginning to end. This really is something that must be in your library, and this is a great format if you want to kind of save a buck but still get all the stories together. So pick it up. It's my pick of the month. It's something that you got to have. Next, Shaolin Cowboy, Jeff Darrow, amazing high detailed art, and again this is a kind of more than the average trade. It's a 3-in-1 collection of 3 of the stories put together that he's done. If you're a fan of high detailed art and a little bit of craziness on the edge, then this is something you should take a look at. Next, Umbrella Academy, going crazy because of the Netflix series, obviously. These are the deluxe editions, so this is going to collect the 3rd Umbrella Academy Dallas story, and it's got a whole kind of art print alongside it in a slipcase. So yeah, if you're into deluxe editions, then this looks like kind of the best version you can get of the 3rd Umbrella Academy storyline. Okay, let's take a little bit of a look at manga. This is mostly Viz and Kodansha kind of top picks that I picked out. So the first one, Beastars, this is kind of the on-fire manga kind of this year so far, and this is the latest one, Volume 7 that comes out. Next, we got Haikyu. This has been ongoing for a long time now, but a fan favorite of many people. Volume 39 comes out in July, so grab it. Next, another very big fan favorite, One Punch Man. Lots of people that watch anime, gotten into the manga from that, or even the other way around as well. So this is volume 20 that comes out in July. Another one which many people are into. Me, myself, I read the first volume and actually sold it quite soon thereafter. I thought it would be a little bit more gripping than it was. The art was looked really good, but once I got into it, it was a bit too sketchy for my liking, and kind of the grey tones weren't really there for me. But lots of people do enjoy it. So this is the latest volume. This is up to 15 now, which is amazing because it seems like just the other day number 1 was breaking out, but yeah, seems to be doing really well still. Last but not least, To Your Eternity, volume 12. This has also got lots of people really excited. I've heard lots of great things. Haven't read it myself, but yeah, something which I think a lot of people are really into. So that's it for July. These are my top picks. There's obviously a lot more out there. There's tons and tons of books coming out in July. But these are the ones I picked out just as a highlight to kind of get your mouth watering, whet your appetite, and hopefully give you something to think about and maybe lighten your wallet a bit. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. And just remember, please like, subscribe if you like these videos, and hit the notification bell so we can let you know when we got more stuff out there. And yeah, that's it from me. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are. And just remember, stay perfect.